In this modern era, achieving success is far from easy. Our brains have become so distracted that we can't even focus on daily tasks. The concentration and testosterone levels of an average person today have dropped to such an extent that this has never happened before in human history. But the good news is that in this distracted era, just a little bit of discipline and hard work can put you ahead of 90% of people. But you must remember that your success or failure depends on how much control you have over yourself and your desires. Otherwise, without self-control and discipline, achieving success is impossible. So now, to desexualize your brain, it is essential to control your desires so that you don't become a slave to your brain. You can do this by following these 5 easy steps because, brother, controlling your mind, body, and life is what can lead you to success. Step 1. Stop watching porn. I know that for 90% of guys, quitting porn is impossible, but pornography severely damages your brain. Studies have proven that porn directly affects your prefrontal cortex, which controls our emotions, behavior, and willpower. Besides that, it decreases concentration and increases anxiety and depression. If this wasn't shocking enough, listen to this. Pornography also affects your relationships, like causing erectile dysfunction at a young age and reprogramming your brain, making you prefer watching others have sex instead of doing it yourself. Step 2. Stop masturbating. Masturbation is a bad habit. Yes, it's true that in today's modern era, people have normalized it, but masturbation is not normal. If you want to desexualize your brain, then you must quit it. Because when you release your semen, you're sending a signal to your brain that you've achieved a man's highest goal, which is reproduction. Your brain believes this to be true and releases a huge amount of dopamine, which overloads your brain's receptors, making it difficult for you to focus on normal tasks. Now, you might be wondering why most guys still do this. It's simply because they're addicted to cheap dopamine, just like a drug addict. Brother, porn and masturbation are among the most difficult addictions to overcome, and they cause your brain to release huge amounts of dopamine. Now, the question is, how do you quit these habits? Let's find out in step 3. Step 3. Have big goals. The only reason you're drawn to these useless addictions is because of a lack of goals. As a man, if you want to desexualize your brain and channel your desires correctly, only your purpose can help you. Find something more valuable than masturbation, something that pushes you to move forward in life. For someone, this might be starting an online business. But even with goals, you can still fail if you don't control your triggers. How? Let's find out in step 4. Step 4. Stop watching half-naked girls. Stop looking at and liking photos of half-naked girls and dancing videos. This content is extremely harmful because this kind of material is everywhere on the internet, whether it's on Instagram or other platforms. Click the unfollow button and reduce your screen time as much as possible. I even suggest that if you don't use social media platforms for your business or other essential work, quit them entirely because you haven't achieved anything yet. It's better to focus only on your purpose now. The last thing I think is crucial to quitting is step 5. Stop chasing girls. Believe me, it's impossible to focus on anything as long as you're constantly thinking about relationships, dating, and girls. If there's a girl in your life whom you consider your future wife, that's fine. Otherwise, my recommendation is to improve your life first, then think about all these things. When you're confidently and purposefully moving forward, looking for a partner before that is just a waste of time. But listen, brother, I'm not saying that you should stop talking to girls altogether. You just need to understand your priorities and manage your life independently before adding anyone else to it. Because when you're starting your career or business, relationships can be the biggest distractions. That's because the initial stage is very hard. You need to invest a lot of time, energy, and attention in your work. But once you reach a certain level, things will naturally fall into place. Don't forget to like and comment on the video because I need your support, friend.